Good evening, everybody. So, hope everybody's week has gone better than mine. As you can see, we're in a completely different setup. I had to move my entire office upstairs, and this is a backdrop that I had to put up so that you didn't see my living room. No, I did not hurt myself. I got a few bruises, but nothing broken or anything. My chair, I broke one of the casters. I was able to get new replacements for it, so that's fixed. So it's just I can't be in the basement because it's flooded and there's mold down there, and I was getting some serious lung issues from being down there. So I decided to come up here. Hey, glitch. So I apologize for two things. It's going to be loud tonight. You're going to hear my daughter in the background. I hope that doesn't bug too many people. If it does, I can mute. And it's dark because the only light I have is my ring light that's right there. So, but while I'm working, I'll turn the face cam off so you guys can't, because I don't think it that small you're going to see anything anyway. But yeah, kind of sucks. I think I have a better idea for tomorrow. I think I'm going to take my desk and rotate it completely around. So that wall that I'm up against now is going to be my backdrop. And I can maybe put some decorations in that corner because we have somebody coming to do. Hey Pete, thank you. Yeah, it was a weird. I got halfway up the stairs with the bottom half of this chair and all of a sudden just lost grip and it fell on me, and then I had to let go to be able to try to grab, and I missed. Like I tried to grab the railing and I missed the railing. So it went over my shoulder and then I went over it, and yeah, it was awful. It was scary because it's a concrete floor too. So, but yeah, it's not fun. So yeah, it's weird being up here because it's loud, and well, that's the thing. This is a one-story home. It's a beautiful one-story home, but it has a basement, and that's where my office was because it's away from all the noise, right? And I do plan on making that my office again. We called the insurance and we're waiting to hear if they are going to give an approval because they don't fix the foundation, which is what needs to be fixed. We're going to fix that ourselves, but there's a good chance that they will rebuild the two rooms that were flooded. So if that's true, then they're going to completely restud and re-drywall the entire those two rooms down in the basement, which means I can set that room up as a proper studio with proper. I'll put insulation in the walls and all that stuff. But yeah, that's why we bought this house, because the house we lived in before was a 1.5 story. It was huge. And we just got sick of the stairs because it was one of those staircases that went like this, like this, like this, and like this. So like, to get anything up the stairs, you had to go between, like you had to go up the center of the staircase because the staircase did this weird thing. So yeah, we were tired of that. So that's why we got this house. It's one floor, very open concept. The fact that it's so open concept is why it's so loud. My daughter is very loud, and when her and my wife are in her bedroom right now reading and playing to keep it quiet so that I can stream, which is very nice of them because I haven't streamed in 6 days, and I thought I needed to do a stream tonight. I need to get back to the routine. Just notice this is there. Put that over there. That works better. It's on my forehead. So yeah, anyway. Yeah. Trying to think. Is there anything else I need to talk about? Merch. Don't forget about the merch, guys. Lots of new stuff. Lots of cool stuff. And as like I've said before, if you don't see something you want or you have an idea for a piece of merch, please hit me up either in the comments or DM through Discord. I really should have my own Discord server. Maybe I'll set that up tomorrow. But yeah, there's just lots of cool stuff in here, and there's more stuff that I want to do. Like there's so much, so many different products that we can put stuff on. So if go to printful.com and look around. If you see something that like puzzles, if you guys want to see puzzles, I can do puzzles, I can do hats. I mean, there's so many things I can do. But I just don't know what will sell and what won't. So if you guys see something on printful.com and you would like a specific design on something, let me know and I will do that and I will get it up on the store. Yeah, I'm going to have to do my own email as well. But yeah, printful.com. Check it out for those that are rewatching this on YouTube. Yeah. So tonight, there's not a lot we're going to be able to get done tonight. Because like I said, I've been sort of doing. I have to change this. Hang on a second. Because that's not it, is it? No, that's this one. Why isn't that working? Why is that not working? I guess I should have tested this, but just assumed it was going to work. Well, that's weird. That's on. That's on. Printful.com. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here. Why is that? There we go. Got it. Okay. So I was thinking we could do is we'll prep this. Actually, I don't need my Cintiq, so we can move over to my other monitor. I don't need it right this second. So let's move back over to my other monitor. So this is, if you remember the last stream, this is kind of like the anti-grav pack we made for the hard armor. So I was thinking we could get this ready and at least color it. I do not mind answering any questions you have. Animal ears. Yes, I've added bunny ears recently. There are plans for a lot more. I just have not got around to doing them. They're in the works, but that's something definitely on the docket or on the list to get done definitely for sure. Animal parts are definitely something that like ears and stuff for the head that's really easy to do because they're not animated. We're planning on adding a tail, but we have a bone limit, so we have to be very careful. Um No, tails are something that we do have coming, but like I said, we have to make a rig for them. That was something that me and I Luther were talking about, and Synapsis we were talking about it as well. Our rigger is on leave right now. He's got some real life stuff he's taking care of, but he'll be back soon, and then we can start getting stuff rigged again. Um, the option to turn off human ears is not there yet. That's the one thing we haven't done yet. Um, he is very talented. He's the guy that he rigged the cardboard armor for us, and he rigged the hard armor for us, and they both turned out great. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a copy of this, and then I'm going to call this low poly, and I'm going to make a copy of this. Name it low poly. Oh, yes, yes, yes. I see what you mean by that. No, 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 no. We will not be tying ears to tails. They are going to be separate character pieces. And we have asymmetry as well. So you will be able to have one ear if you want and no ear. So you don't want your character to have only one ear as if he got one chopped off, or you want to have a different ear on the other side, you can. Yeah, it is awesome. We're trying to think of everything. The whole thing was to try to give people as much customizability and as much options as possible. There's some things we can't do. I can show you the rabbit ears in a minute here. I just want to get this started here. So we're going to grab this and we're going to move this up here, and we're going to grab this and we're going to move this up here. Turn off the high poly. We'll turn on the low. We're going to delete. Where are you? We're going to delete you. And we're going to delete you. And then we'll grab, put these right around the chest area. Now, if I remember correctly, yes, I should be able to do that. That's 3,900. That's not bad. And then this one is 3,700. That's not bad either. Okay, let's see how these look. I may have to retopologize these, but okay, so I'm going to turn all these off. See how this works. Okay, so those are the only ones showing, right? And I need to turn the mail off. Okay. So we will, do I want to unwrap them here? Nah, we'll unwrap them in Cinema. So I'm going to export visible. And we're going to call this anti-grav pack. Okay, and then we'll turn that off. And we'll turn all these off. And we'll export these as, I'll rename those. Architect throw pillow would be kind of cool. To go back to the thing about the tails, I think probably Dreamer, the reason they did that was because they were limited with the bones they used. They probably tied the tails and the ears together because of bones. There was probably a technical reason why they did it that way. Yeah. All right. So let's fire up Cinema. I don't remember that. Maybe. Going to open. I could try rigging this, but I don't know how it's going to look. So open this up. I do not know why it's doing that. That's a new thing. Okay. So it fits. It goes where it's supposed to. Mesh looks decent. There's no n-gons or anything weird. Reason I'm here is because I have to do this. Let's try an automatic and see what happens. do that, and then we'll pack. Right, and then we're going to go back here. Turn that on. We're going to get rid of that. Get rid of that. I'm going to call this anti-grav pack low poly. I gosh, that can stay the same. Okay. So we're going to like that and like that. We're not going to rig it for right now. I'm going to save it though. Oops, wrong one. Okay, so now I can export this out. And I'll just call this Substance Painter. Just anti-pack LP. And then we fire up Substance Painter. So as you can see, this is why I need all the RAM in my system, because I have all these programs running. Plus I'm streaming. Kind of why I need the power. Probably going to go over to my Cintiq in a minute here. Okay, so we're going new. We're going to go over here and grab, where is it here? Part. And then we're going to grab this version because it's unwrapped and has the proper tiles. And you can see it's even though there's two parts to it, it's on one tile. So if I go here, you can see that all the parts are on one tile. This is what I needed, because when I bring this into the avatar builder, we only use one set of maps. So, and there's 3 maps we use. We use cutoff, a mask for the zones we're going to paint with, and then a normal map. Everything else is done by the engine. And if I had left it the way it was, I would have had 6 maps and I wouldn't have had anywhere else to put the other 3. So that's why I do it that way. And now let's try baking this and see what it looks like. May come out and look like garbage. I don't know. We'll have to see. So we're going to do a bake. We'll do 4K. We're going to do... I'm going to grab my high poly over here. And we're just going to do a bake like that and see what it comes up. No, I haven't seen any updates. That Unreal Engine 5 is it's absurd. Like, I'm working on it for my game, and when I crank everything up, it looks insane. But for outfits, no, I haven't seen anything new. Not yet, anyway. Yeah, that looks all screwy. It's not going to work. The rest of it looks good. I had a feeling that these were going to be an issue. So, what I'm gonna need to do is, what's the best way to fix this? Let me think. Probably bring in the high poly version. Yeah. Did you see the Superman that somebody did? They took a Superman model and put it into the demonstration map, and they gave him flight and powers and all kinds of stuff. It was insane. It was absolutely insane. You should look it up. It's on Twitter. It's all over Twitter. Yeah, the Spider-Man one was pretty good too, because I think he even put wall. I think he put walls. I think he put swinging in it too, like the web swinging. It really is quite easy to work in Unreal. Um, the thing I'm having a tough time with is the code, like the actual game mechanics, building the levels and putting characters in with animations. All that stuff is really easy. Yeah, it's the uh, it's the code that I'm having issues with. I'm not a coder. I don't have the mind for it. I'm learning, but it's taking me forever. I don't think this is gonna come in. Fart. um, I may have to. Yeah, see, that's. Um, okay, let's try something. Let's try. Let's make a duplicate of this. And turn that off. We will remesh. No, we don't want to remesh. We want to go here and we want to. Let's try remeshing it and see what happens. Please do, Dreamer. Code gives me nightmares. It really does. I hate code. I hate code. And even with the node-based coding that UI or yeah, UE has, it still gives me nightmares. I give full props to anybody who can code, any kind of coding. No, see what happens. I don't think this is going to work. I'm going to have to bring it into. See, that made it 200 and. Okay, I'm going to try something different. Did it come in? No, it didn't. Okay, so let's get rid of. It's not responding, so we'll end task that because I don't care. And open this again. And we're just going to bring in, just going to open, just see if we can open just this and see what happens. Because if I can make a low poly version, oh, I don't think I have the plugin installed yet. Give me a sec here. See if I can find it real quick. Yeah, with the move and everything, I just forgot to do all this stuff. Where is it? Plugins. Where are you? There it is. Okay, so this needs to go into. Just let it see if this thing loads. If it doesn't, I'm gonna have to try something different. But users under public. No. And this is even to say if it'll work, because this is a new version, so it might not even work. Yeah, exchange plugins. Resource library. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look it up, because where do I install plug for Cinema R23? Programs, Maxence, R23 plugins. Maxim 3D. Plugins 4D. See, I don't have a plugins 4D. I do not have a plugin, so I'm gonna have to make it. Plugins. Let's just drop it in here and see what happens. Okay, well, this isn't working, so we are going to just end its existence. Continue. Should show up in extensions. There it is. Okay, so that didn't work, so I'm gonna have to. And why did you do that? Goofy program. Having multiple monitors can be real pain some days. Okay, so let's delete that because it's completely useless. And we'll turn this back on. But I'm going to take just the thrusters selected. That works. Well, I like my monitors. I get them, but they're just a pain in the butt. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Huh, so that didn't work. I didn't realize how much I say that. It's actually a really good idea. I might actually do that. Just so that didn't work in quotes, just in white letter, just right across. No, touch my blimp. All right, let's try this. Open jetpack thrusters. This should open. It's not very big. It's only 3.5 million polys. This should open. If it doesn't, there's a way. There's something I'm doing when I'm importing it that it's not working. I should have did this off screen. Got it ready so I could paint it. It's kind of boring for you guys to watch me fumble around. Yeah. Okay. So I have a feeling it's something I'm doing when I'm importing the file. I'm not clicking something. So let's because a 3.5 million poly, that's nothing. I've brought in I brought in a model that was 187 million polygons, and it didn't have an issue. So thrusters, okay. So we don't need cameras, we don't need lights, don't need instant, don't need that, we don't need subdivision. Okay, so that's why it's bringing in. We don't need any of this stuff. We don't need tracks, we don't need poses, we don't need substances. I just need the geometry. That's probably why it wouldn't come in. And that's probably there it is. See? And that's probably why when I was bringing in the other stuff, I was getting that substance or the subdivision thing. There they are. Okay. So these are dense. They're not super dense, but they're dense. So if I go here, you can see how dense they are. Like if I do this, yeah, you can't even see it. They're dense. Okay. Yeah, it's crazy. So, I am going to go here to extensions, and I'm going to bring up this nifty little tool. Let's aim for 3,000 polys. We'll do 50 adaptive. It'll try to get as close to that 3,000 as I can get. Use materials, deck hard edges. I need my hard edges, so let's see what happens. This is such a great program. It normally works really, really well. I try not when I'm making a piece, I try not to go over 5,000 polys. That's kind of my hard cap for me because our character is like 9,000, I think. So you wouldn't want an outfit that was more than what the character is. It's really chewing on this one. Okay. So as you can see, we got some issues here. So that tells me that there was something wrong with my mesh to begin with. Um, so let's go back here. Stop doing that, ZBrush. Okay. So let's go back here. Let's turn my, yeah, see that that mesh is really good. So I don't know what's going on here. Let's try what we did last time. And we'll make a copy. And we will turn that off. And we'll do a remesh. I'm going to delete lower. I'm going to do half and it adapt. See what that comes up with. I think the last time I tried this, it came out with like 282 or something like that. I mean, once I get this thing into Substance, it'll literally take 20 minutes to paint. And it's kind of good that I'm showing this process. This is how annoying it can be as a character or an artist of any kind when it comes to 3D. It's especially for games, getting it you get something that looks amazing, but then getting it down to that's the trick, getting it down low enough and remained keep its silhouette so that you can bake it. That's the hard part. Yeah, 274. Um, let's try that. Let's try. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll just go over that one. You can see how fast that. Okay, so we're gonna get rid of these, and then we're gonna open this one again. This will open really fast. All right. See, that looks good, but that's at like 200 and something thousand, right? So let's try this again. We're gonna aim for 3 grand, 50,000. Let's see what happens. Oh yeah. Yeah. See what happens. It's a lot quicker this time too. See, I'm not worried about the detail. I need this. Yeah, see, that one doesn't look as bad as the last one. There's some spots here that are okay, so we're going to delete that. We're going to try again. Let's do 3100 and let's try go a little bit higher on that. Yeah, see it really wants to make a mess of like look at that. That's awful. How frustrating. Yeah, I should have did this. I should have did this before I it's kind of boring. Like I'll fiddle with this for like hours to get it to work. That looks a little better. Let's try 4,500. Yeah, see, that's starting to look a little better. Come on, cinema. Okay, so let's go back here. Where are we at? 200 and something. Let's try to do another one and see what happens. I have no idea who they're using, to be honest. See, now that's down to 132,000, right? Let's see how far we can go down. For some reason, ZBrush ZMesher works so much better than that one. When it comes to certain things, it works really good. Let's see, we're at 64,000. Yeah, I'd have to open it up and look at it. I know he has a specific name. 17, 9, 6. You know what? That's good enough. I think that's good enough. So what I'm going to do is, it's funny how, I guess maybe because it was made in ZBrush, it can, I don't know. It's weird because that remesher I use in Cinema, I've always had really good luck with it. Maybe it's just the wrong settings. Maybe I need to play with the settings some more. So I'm going to rename this LP, and then we're going to move it way up here. Turn these on. And we're going to delete that. And we'll bring these in here. So now, yeah, see, those seem to work good. Okay, so we're going to, yeah, we'll do export, we'll do visible, and we'll do that. And then we're going to close all projects, no saving, no. And then we're going to open this one. And we're going to merge. That's the one I want. Okay. And then we're going to do automatic. Thank you. Grab those two, and then we'll pack them together. And then we'll export. Now, this should work a lot nicer. This should bake a lot nicer. Let's see what happens. this should do it. But yeah, this is just an example. Yeah, there we go. That's better. I need to play with it a bit more, but yeah, something's wrong there. Silhouette doesn't match up. See, that's what happens when the silhouette doesn't match. You get all this weird stretching. So the silhouette of this low poly is not matching up with my silhouette of my high poly, and that's why it's so. I'm not sure why that is. Let's turn that on and take a look. Turn that off. I thought I turned these off. Why are they on again? Yeah, I turned all this off. What is it on again? Weird. Okay. So turn that off for a minute. Okay, so that's low poly. And that's high poly. Yeah, see, the silhouette doesn't quite match up. But, I mean, it's close enough. Oops, did I do that? There we go. And again with the stupid brush again. Yeah, this should, I mean, that's close enough, I think. That doesn't. Okay. I see what's going on with that too. So we're going to have to delete lower. And we're going to have to do the same thing we did with. Yeah. That's the problem with games. But the thing is, it's not so. If you're using Unreal 5, it's not going to be such a big deal anymore. Because of the way they're doing the LODs now. Unreal automatically depolys things as you get away from them. And it's only gives you full poly when you're right up against it. So I have a feeling you're going to see things change a little bit in that area. And I hate the fact that Everything has to be so darn low poly that we haven't caught up yet. Stupid. But whatever. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna export this out as its own thing. Jetpack base. And then we'll bring it in. Merge. Backpack base LP. And we'll get rid of this one. And we'll do that. And then do that. And we'll go to here. And then we'll grab. Yeah, grab that. There. So we should be able to go like this and then like that. Yeah, I get that, Frog, but I think the technology should have caught up to us to that crap by now. Like game engines in general should be able to handle stuff better than that, I think, in my opinion. Like if that's, like they're starting to get there with the LODs, but the game engine should be able to take a high poly and optimize it itself. Like if the mesh is set up properly and it's got the proper amount of quads and there's no n-gons and there's no hidden geometry or stuff like that, and it's a clean mesh and you put it in the engine, it should be able to depoly it itself. That should be something we had in engines 10 years ago, in my opinion. Because we can do it now. We can do it outside the engine. Why can't the engine do it yet? Like, come on, guys, catch up. That still looks like crap. I don't know why it's doing that. I think, yeah, it's because there's, okay, let's go back. This is all the stuff I have to do, guys. Like this is normal for this particular thing. So I need to bring this out. Like the silhouette doesn't match. So I got to bring this out so that the silhouette matches. See how I'm. Oops, my arm just went and did that weird thing it does. No, I mean, I just think it's, with how far technology's come, us as developers and game developers, the last thing we should be having to worry about is fucking whether our meshes are high poly enough or low poly enough. I think, come on, guys, I think we're past that. Like, should be the last thing that we have to think about as game developers. It's such a trivial thing to have to worry about. Mesh. That's mesh is all screwed up. Okay, go back and look at. Yeah, so that's fine. That's fine. So it's really just the inside of the inside of the whatever you want to call these, the thrusters. Exactly. I think they know how to do all that stuff already, Frog. They just don't make it available to us because, like you said, they'd be able to sell more copies next year. Like, for crying out loud, you can take a video. There's a program you can get now where you can take a video of somebody and then you can take that video and use the video to make animations. And then you plug those animations into Unreal and it picks it up right away. If you can do something that complex by just pulling a video off your phone, then you can scan entire environments with a program on your phone, and you can turn that video footage into mesh, into actual real geometry with textures baked into it already. I'm sorry, if we can do that kind of stuff, then you can make meshes automatically depoly in an engine. Like, come on. All right, let's try that. Cardboard armor bikinis. Like, look at how far we've come with UV unwrapping. Like, that used to be a job in itself. That was something that used to be like a position in a company by itself, was on UV unwrapping. Now we have programs that do it for us automatically. So you don't even need to hire an UV unwrapper anymore. That's not even a skill that you absolutely need to have anymore. So yeah, this whole crap about low poly stuff doesn't make any sense to me. Engine should do that automatically now. I should be able to take and I'm talking reasonable. I'm not talking like taking like a 100 million polygon object and cramming it down to like 1,500 polygons. I'm not being ridiculous, but like this jetpack, I could get it reasonably down to about a couple 100,000 polys to make it look nice and crisp and clean. I should be able to put that in the engine, and the engine should be able to poly that down. If there wasn't anything wrong with the mesh, the engine should be able to depoly that by itself. I wouldn't be surprised in a couple years from now if we see somebody cosplaying as the cardboard armor. That's going to be exciting to me when we see people. Um, that's a little better. Starting to cosplay as um, the characters in our game. That's when you know you've made it. Why does that look so crappy? That looks awful. What happened? Oh, I see what I did. Dummy. Yeah. Cosplay is the thing. Like I did a art test for a guy he did cosplay pieces. He printed them out and had them painted and he sold them. So I was making a red hood mask and I had it looked identical. Like it was identical to the real thing and he still didn't like it. So I have it in the game. But I had to change it a little bit so it didn't hit copyright. I may have to go back and fix this high poly a little bit more. Come on, give me my cursor. Thank you. Okay, here. Yeah, I went and bake. I'm out of coffee. Poopy. Yeah, I took my Raptor 700 out today for a rip. Oh, it felt so good. It's so fast. So much fun to ride. There we go. That looks a lot nicer. These are still, I'll play with these later, guys. But this is close enough now that we can texture this. I'll try to do this quick because I'm approaching that hour and a half mark, and my wife has been keeping Colleen very busy in the other room. So streaming for the next little bit is going to be really iffy, and I apologize for that, guys. But hang in there; it'll get better. Because if the insurance covers those 2 rooms, I will be building a full stream room downstairs, complete with the proper lighting and soundproofing and everything. And my streams are going to be like high quality at that point. So I'd like to actually set up my Yeti mic properly too, so I can get rid of this thing. The only reason I'm using this is because my Yeti, I couldn't set it up properly. I didn't have the proper arm. Oh, it would totally be stream friendly, dude. Yeah. Like there's this light setup I want to get, and there's these soundproofing panels I'm going to put on the walls, and I want to set up I got a Yeti mic that just makes this thing. Like even though this is blue technology in this mic, my Yeti mic, my full mic, puts this thing to shame. It's insanely good in comparison. All right, So grab these, and we'll go group those together. Black mask on that. This needs to be black. And then we are going to save this. Oh, there's the bunny ears. Speaking of the bunny ears. Because I already have an SP file. Hurt. Anti-grav pack. Mail. Okay. So let's put symmetry on. We're going to grab a brush here. I'm going to do most of this without being at my Cintiq, so we'll just go for it here. Like I said, I'll fix these thrusters later. But for now, this is good enough that I can get, because the low poly's fine. So rebaking the high poly won't wreck this. Like the UVs are the same, so it won't wreck any kind of texturing I do. Okay. So there's my white on there. So let's where is that? That I gotta sort of keep to what the hard armor looks like. I guess the TCP version of this would be different colors as well. Oof. And I do not have references for that. And Cabot's not feeling well, so he can't really give me any kind of idea. Just give me a sec here. I'm trying to pull up my okay, so this is kind of what the hard armor looks like. So basically white, there's some black here and there, but not really. Guess I could put some kind of I had a caution hot sign or something similar. Coolant danger. I should do this. I should put... This would be funny. This would be funny if I put this on here. That would be funny. I made these for the cardboard armor. I should leave that there. This side up. That's cool. I should leave that there. That's funny. Could do this sort of thing. That maybe. That'll look kind of cool. Yeah, like I said, I've got no concept art for this stuff, so I'm sort of just winging it. That is kind of cool. I like that. I need some glowy bits. Do some glowy bits. Where is that? Put an ATM here. I mean, you could just like you could put a back. Like you could go right. You could go completely nuts with this stuff. I mean, this is the best part about this. It's like you could put like back. So funny. I love this stuff. This would be cool, I think. That, and then it's cool. It's glowy bits. What you do is go down here and you crank it down. Give it some, grab a hard brush and just go to town on it, you know? Let's see here. I mean, I think that's cool. How these would look. I think that would look good as. See, now this is the cool part. I do this. And then I clear this mask. And then I go down here and I crank this height down. Because the engine doesn't care about how many layers you have of each color. It just cares about the color, right? So I can have multiple levels of green with different things. I can't. I'd love to paint those black, but I can't because if I paint them black, then they're in our engine. They're um, transparent, so it would show everything underneath. Handle with care. I love this stuff. So much fun. That looks very sci-fi-ish. That looks cool. That looks cool. And save as. Do a copy. Mats. So you guys can get an idea what this stuff will look like with mats on it. This is the fun part, playing with mats. See here. Plastic glossy. Kind of cool. And then you go drop this way down here. Now we can do like that's the wrong one. I want that one. And then we can do like a yellow. That. Actually, base color. Let's do like the same color of the armor there. That looks nice and dirty. And then we'll do like, yeah, here comes my daughter. Probably wondering why I'm not done yet. Do that. So the problem with that is I lose all my, so what I'll do is I'll just change the color and we'll do like a black. And then we'll go up here and we'll grab and we'll make an emissions. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I want to go here and make an emissions. Emissive. And turn it on. Do black. And then we'll do like a, let's do like a green. That'll be cool. And then the red, we'll do like it's plastic. Let's do like a paint. You can find a paint here. Paint. Plastic fabric. And Painted steel. Do like a black. Yeah, so there you go. That's what it would basically look like in the engine. So yeah, I think that's where I'm going to call it tonight, guys. We're past that 1 hour and a half mark. Appreciate everybody for watching. Sorry it wasn't an exciting, amazing stream like I normally do. I'm not in my usual place and got to keep answer the call merch. I agree. Should those are all ideals. You should hit me up in the Discord, Dreamer. I wouldn't mind having those written down so I don't forget them. So yeah, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you for all the new followers. The subscribers I've gotten lately have been amazing. Yeah, and if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget smash the like button and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next stream. But yeah, as always, thank you very much for watching. May the hue be with you, and we will see you guys next time. Bye for now.